All right, everyone. So this video is intended to show you, or just kind of basically run through how you're going to download R and RStudio, as well as open and save your R Markdown files. So you should be completing this assignment right now with these steps. So the first thing is to download R and RStudio. Now there are in-depth steps with pictures on a PowerPoint and Beachboard. It is the Data Analysis Toolpack R installation. It should be under course information or course materials. So this includes pictures on how to download R in RStudio with the steps. So basically we want to download R first. This is the icon for R. It's kind of like the foundation program. And then we also want to download RStudio. So you cannot download RStudio until you have downloaded R. So we want to download R first and then download RStudio. The great thing about these is that they are free. So just kind of follow these steps, right? So you want to type in your browser, download R for free, and you're going to follow these steps. I've already done that in here for you. So download R for free, click on the R project for statistical computing. And then you're going to go over here. There's pictures of this in the PowerPoint. You're going to click on CRAN. And then you're going to go down to the United States, and you're going to click on the Oregon State link, right? So once you click on the Oregon State link, then if you have a Mac, you're going to click Download for Mac, and if you have PC, you're going to click Download for Windows. So I have a PC, I'm going to click Download for Windows, and then you click Install R for the first time, and then it'll go through the installation process. So once you have that installed and you can open up R, the next thing you want to do is download RStudio, and you're going to follow those same kind of guidelines. You're going to first type in downloading RStudio for free online. So I have that here. So I did downloading RStudio for free online. So download RStudio, and this one is really simple. So we want to download the free one. So you're going to click download, and then this should be smart enough to let you know which one you need to download. So right here it says download for Windows, because it can tell that I have a PC. So it may be able to tell that you have a PC or a Mac, so it'll just tell you automatically download RStudio for Windows or download RStudio for Mac OS. But there are also options right here, right? So this is the link to download for Windows. This is a link to download for Mac. So those are the two options. You're going to click that, and it will start the downloading process. So once those are all downloaded, you should be ready to go. So according to our steps here, once we have those downloaded, we want to go back to Beachboard and watch this video that you are watching right now. Perfect. And that's what this video is going to go through, which is just kind of going through the formats and the files that we're going to be using. We want to make sure that your files open up correctly so that you are all ready to go for our next lab. So you're going to download the file titled Downloading R, R Markdown, and that will be under your Assignment tab for Lab 1. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. This is what it should look like. So once you open up your that file, and your RStudio might actually look a little bit something like this, which is fine. So you'll have 4 extra windows here. One thing you can do is, if you want to keep it in this format, you can, but you can also move these to the side. Your TA will go over that on the first day that you go over R. So here's what your file should look like once you open it up. The first thing you want to do is go to File, Save As, and then you want to save it to your Bio 260 folder that you should have created already. And you want to just make sure you save it as downloading R _ R Markdown and then .rmd to ensure that it stays in this file format. Now I already saved this, so I'm going to click cancel, but when you click save, your computer might ask you, do you want to change this file format? Click yes, this is all specified here. And the next thing you want to do is just to get practice with running a line of code in R. And your TA will explain kind of the format of this R Markdown file to you as we run through it when we start using R. But for now, all I want you guys to do is to click and put your cursor after the 1, where we have 1 + 1 here. So your cursor should be after the 1. And then you're going to go up to the top right of your screen where it says Run. You're going to click Run, and then Run Selected Lines. And then you should get an output. I already had the output there, but you should get an output right underneath that says 2. So after this point, I want you to take a screenshot of your R right here, as is. Save that screenshot, and you're going to insert it into your Word document so that your TA can take a look at what your RStudio looks like to make sure it looks correct and you're ready to go for the next course. If your TA notices that it doesn't quite look correct, he or she will let you know in the comments, or they'll email you so that we can figure out what happened there and how we can correctly do that. Finally, this is more specific for Mac users, but a lot of Mac users don't have their CSV set to default to open with Excel. It will either open as a text file or a numbers file. We don't want this. So I want you guys to follow this link. Even if you have a PC, you can follow this link as well. I want you to follow this link to, it's a very easy step-by-step process to set your default to open those CSVs as an Excel file and not a text or numbers file. So make sure you've done both of those things before the next class, and you should be good to go. Please email your TA if you have any questions about downloading R or RStudio, because we don't want to be spending time helping you download RStudio in lab. We don't really have time for that. So make sure that you guys have that all ready to go before your next course.